morning, everyone. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, guys. I just want to say that all of my new subscribers and all of my returning subscribers, you guys are totally awesome. And I greatly appreciate you guys. Okay. So in this video, I had a request from one of my subscribers, Miss Simply Annie B. She wanted to know in detail the process of resizing a design. So on the screen in front of you, my designing software is Wilcom Embroidery Studios, and I have the original design. Guys, I want to let you all know to please save your files. Just in the event that you make a mistake, you can always go back to the duplicate or the copy to redo it and correct any changes that you may want to make. So the one with the green head wrap, this is the original size, and this one right here is the size that I redesigned, well, that I redid. So yeah, guys, what you want to do is you want to group the whole entire design. And just so that you guys can see, her size is 6.0 by 4.2, and then this one right here, which is the original design, she is 5.0 by 4.3. So you want to, let me click back on her, get the screen back right. You want to group your entire image. So you just draw your cursor around the whole image. That's going to highlight everything. And then what you want to do is, wait a minute, I'm going to make a duplicate because I don't want to, this is the one that I am going to stitch out, and I don't want to continue to keep stretching her. So I'm going to go up to the top where it says edit and hit, let you guys see, edit, hit duplicate, and then drag my duplicate over. So that'll be another one, another design. So this is the one I'm going to work with. This is the file that I previously stretched. So those two are going to be the exact same size. So she's already grouped, and what you want to do, you want to go up and grab one of the, I'm not sure exactly what you call these things, guys, but you want to stretch. They look like handles to me. So you want to stretch it. So by me stretching her, I'm making her 6.3 by 4.2. And then you want to kind of look at the proportion that you stretched her to make sure that she still looks proportionate. And then you want to grab the handle and stretch her to make her look proportionate. And that looks pretty proportionate to me. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit over here on her. But you all can see the difference between the version that I originally stretched, and the one that I'm going to work with. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Let me get this camera right so it won't move. On her, you want to go up and take off this. You want to take off this true view. Now, once you take your true view off, let me see if I can. Once you take your true view off, you will have an image that looks like this. So then I'm going to go in and really zoom in, because what you are looking for is every one of these little white dots. They are called needle points. So what you're looking for, you want to make sure this yellow portion is the wrap. The black is her hair. You want to zoom in really closely around the whole entire image, the areas that overlap each other, and make sure that the yellow overlaps the black. The black is what's going to be stitched first. You want to make sure that the yellow, see the yellow little needle points, is I'm sorry, is overlapping the black. And you want to go around the whole entire image. Any area that overlaps, you want to go around that whole image and zoom in and make sure you have enough overlap, because if you don't, then when you stretch it, then when you stitch it, it's gonna have gaps. It may have gaps if you don't have enough of the overlay. I don't think I said that right. It's not the overlay. If you don't have your stitches overlapping each other, then you will have gaps when it stitches out on your design. You'll have gaps. So you just want to make sure you go over every area that overlaps. Like here's her face, her hair. Her hair is going to overlap her face. And let's see, another part. Her glasses are the pink. And if you zoom in really well, you'll see the glasses are going to overlap the brown. The brown is the first part that's going to be stitched of her face. And then her brows are going to sit on top of the brown. And the color inside of her glasses, because her glasses are a two-tone color. Let me put the true view back on. Her glasses are a two-tone color. This color is going to be sewn first, and then this color is going to go. This is going to be sewn first. This is going to sit on top of it. Take the true view off. Okay, so that's why it looks like that. And like I said, you want to go around your whole design and make sure this is her hair, this is her face, so the black is overlapping the brown. You want to make sure that you have enough overlap so that it'll stitch right. And these are her lips, and her lips are going to overlap her face. And you just want to do this for the whole entire design, guys, the whole entire design. So basically, that's pretty much it. If you need to like stretch something or make it a little bit bigger so that it will overlap, like this area right here may not overlap quite well because it's a little bit it's like a little bit, this one little area where the black is barely over top of the yellow, which is that scarf. So if you have an area like that, what you can do is click on her hair, whatever section that needs that overlap. Wait a minute, that's the wrong one. Wait a minute, that's the second design, second image. I need to ungroup. You need to arrange, ungroup. Let me zoom out for a sec. Click that. Okay, now. I'm sorry, guys. I had an incoming call. So I'm going to try to pick up exactly where I left off at. And I believe I was saying about if you have an area that needs to be made a little bit bigger. What I normally do is I go back, place it back on True View. And I think this was the area. And then I go over into my color object list. I click on that, and the area that I just clicked on is her hair. So what I'm going to do, I think it was right in here. I'm going to hide this object, which is her scarf. Hide. I believe it was like right in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just actually go over and grab my Reshape tool. And that'll give me the nodes around her whole hair. And I'm going to zoom in. And I'm just going to stretch the nodes a little bit. And I don't know if you can see very well. When you stretch the nodes, this little line right here, and you can stretch it over just a slight amount, that's going to change the actual stitches, and it's going to give you more stitches in that one particular area. And you can go around and make as many alterations to the design that you want. So I'm going to stretch this node and make it a little bit wider. See how I'm moving the line up and down? So once you let it go, that's where it's going to place more of the stitches. It's going to, yeah, really place more of the stitches over in that area. See how I let it go, and it's going to place it. So then when I go back over to the area that I hid, which is her scarf right here, and click on it and go to unhide, that unhid her scarf. So when I go and take the true view off, more of her hair, wait a minute, more of her hair will cover that area. Take the true view off. See how that area, more of her hair is like the second thing that's going to stitch. So the the pink is the scarf or head wrap. The pink is the head wrap, and the black. So I made it a little bit more stitches underneath, just to make sure that once it stitches out, it will stitch correctly. And that is basically how I make alterations to any of the designs. If I want to make them bigger, that's how I do it, basically. And yeah, like I said, guys, you just want to go around your whole design and just make sure that you you can also do a stitch play as well. So let's do the stitch play. Okay, guys, so you can also select the stitch player, but make sure that you take the true view, which is this little leaf button. You have to make sure that you take the true view off. Make sure that this is unchecked. And then once you hit the start button, you will begin to see it stitch out. So I am going to, and then here is the stitch player right here. And then you can make it go faster. You can speed it up. You can pause. You can stop. I'm going to speed it up a little bit faster. And as you can see, these are the actual stitches. And that's how it's going to stitch. Her face first. Okay. And then you'll see everything start to overlap. Her hair should be next after her face. Speed it up a little bit because I don't want this to be a really long video. And that is the exact order that everything is going to stitch in. Once you send the design to your machine, that's exactly how it's going to stitch in. And when it's finished, you can put the true view back on, and that's how it's going to stitch out. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Miss Annie B, I hope that explained to you in greater detail how to stretch a design. I thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.